And Williams stays in. Washington checks out, trips right side. Amaro in the slot, the nearest to the offensive line, the one on the left, and he's got a wide open field of the end zone right now.
They're not really covering up Amaro.
And Mayfield on the draw at the 10 to the 5, sidesteps into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Baker Mayfield that time on the quarterback draw. He cut it a little bit left and then sidestepped the defender right about the 5-yard line and was free to go into the end zone for the touchdown.
On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
We had recruited him at other schools, a couple of the coaches here, and were shocked, really, that he didn't have a scholarship. And so we talked to him, told him our situation and our vision for him, and luckily, he showed up and fell into our lap.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year. That season, the team went undefeated, and Mayfield threw for 45 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions. As expected, Division I scholarship offers started coming in. And then they stopped.
A lot of his friends from Lake Travis were recruited and signed early or made verbal commitments early, and he just wasn't getting that. But he was also playing baseball. I think that played into it, but he just thought he should have been somewhere by the time that the middle of his junior year rolled around, and he just wasn't getting the offers at the places that he wanted.
It was terrible. It was absolutely sometimes insulting. It was hurtful for him, but Gina did a better job in terms of keeping me informed of who the schools were looking at. And Bake had gone to some camps, passing camps, and actually had seen some of these kids and competed side by side, so he was not intimidated at all. He felt like he matched up, or at least in his eyes, he was superior. So there was no issue of striking his confidence on the matchups to these kids. But in terms of not seeing coaches or not hearing from coaches, it was most hurtful for him.
Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback.
We were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. We knew he was a scholarship-worthy kid. He had some offers early in the process, and for whatever reason, they fell through. But anytime you can get a kid that type of caliber, a player, to come walk on, and it was a difficult situation because we didn't want Baker to think that, we're viewing you just as a walk-on. We know what we're getting in you. Scholarship numbers-wise, we just don't have a spot, and so we were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.
A few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks. After beating out fellow freshman quarterback Davis Webb, Mayfield started the first 5 games for the Red Raiders. And although a knee injury kept him out of the game against Iowa State, he has amassed almost 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns in a season where he was not expecting to play at all.
No one was really shocked that he was a starter, just because we all know we've seen glimpses of what he can do in practice, and we've seen what he's done in the games and stuff like that. And I think he's done a great job so far, and no one's had any lack of confidence with him or with Coach Kingsbury or with this team.